Some stories from the Middle Ages never settle down. They sit between clear fact and tidy legend, even when we have long rolls of documents to work from. In this third set of mysteries, we move from royal deaths and lost settlements to disasters, court cases, and hidden burials, weighing sources without pretending certainty. After Hattin in 1187, Crusader writers say the true cross was taken by Saladin's army. That is the last clear point. Later reports split. After the Crusader states collapsed, any trail would pass through enemy hands and silence. Some claim it was carried in triumph, others hint at ransom talks, and a few suggest it was cut up or quietly stored away. No inventory settles it, and no church later shows a relic everyone accepts as the same object. The loss mattered because the cross was more than wood. It was morale, authority, and proof that God still favored a cause. Alfred died in 899 and was buried at Winchester, but Winchester did not stay still. Churches were rebuilt, graves moved, and later upheavals scattered bones with little care for labels. Over the centuries, people pointed to different sites, and modern finds have been claimed, doubted, and reburied. The result is a royal burial that should be firm, yet remains blurred. It shows how time can erase a famous body while preserving a famous name. From one missing prince to a people who may have tried to start again. After the Norman conquest, some traditions say bands of Anglo-Saxon exiles sailed south and east, fought for the Byzantine emperor, then pushed on to seize land near the Black Sea and name it New England. A Latin chronicle and an Icelandic saga tell the tale, while later sea charts show ports with English names. Scholars point to English place names and reports of Saxons in Crimea, yet the colony's size, location, and fate stay hazy. The next figure is all too visible, yet still hard to read. Gilles de Rais was a Breton noble, companion of Joan of Arc, and owner of vast estates. By 1440, he had withdrawn home, then was seized and tried for killing children and using occult rites. Surviving records show confessions, witness tales, and details the clerks toned down. Later, revisionists saw a frame-up to grab his lands or a witch hunt panic. Most historians think the core charges are true, but his motives and the number of victims remain disputed. Harold fell at Hastings in 1066, and that should be a clear ending, but the burial story fractures. Some traditions place him at Waltham Abbey, others suggest a rough grave near the battlefield, and later tales push him into legend. The sources disagree on who identified him and what was done with the corpse. Without a confirmed grave, the debate stays open. Harold's body became a symbol, so every version serves a different need. The next mystery begins in a tea room rather than a throne room. In the 16th century Japan, Sen no Rikyū shaped the tea ceremony into something quiet, spare, and steeped in Zen ideas of simplicity. Warlord Toyotomi Hideyoshi loved tea gatherings, but used them to show wealth and power. In 1591, he suddenly ordered Rikyū to kill himself. Chronicles hint at quarrels, hurt pride, fears that the tea master had too much influence, even court factions whispering in the ruler's ear. The sources give color and dialogue, but never a single agreed-upon reason. From a single tea master, the focus widens to an animal that quietly reshaped whole rivers. European beavers once lived along streams from Scotland to Siberia, but by the later Middle Ages, they had vanished from many regions. Hunters wanted warm fur and castoreum for medicine and perfume. Farmers drained wetlands, and church rulings classed beaver meat as fish for fasting days. The hard part for historians and ecologists is tracing how fast they disappeared and how much their loss altered floods, fish, and wetlands. Modern rewilding projects test guesses against living landscapes. The final case leaves Europe and follows a procession into legend. When Genghis Khan died in 1227, later tales said his guards hid the body, killed witnesses, and diverted a river over the grave. Mongol tradition frowned on disturbing royal burials, and no account points to a spot. In recent decades, researchers have scanned valleys and mountain slopes with surveys and satellites, but local feelings and politics limit digging. Many scholars think the tomb lies in Mongolia, yet argue over where it sits and whether it should ever be opened for now. These stories show how even well-documented centuries leave loose ends. If you want more slow, careful mysteries like this, consider subscribing and sharing.